Have you ever studied English really hard, only to forget almost everything just a few days later? Hello everyone. Welcome back to TingTink channel. If you're listening to this episode, chances are you're just like many other learners. You've put in effort, you've tried different methods, but sometimes you still feel like your progress is too slow. Don't worry, today I'm going to show you a new approach. Not cramming, not exhausting yourself, but learning smart. In this episode, we'll go through 9 practical tips, easy to apply, with examples and mini exercises so you can try them out as you listen. And you'll see just a small change can make a big difference. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin this journey together. Tip No. 1. Pomodoro Upgrade with a recall while resting twist. Let me ask you, have you ever sat for 2 straight hours, staring at your English book or screen, and by the end you couldn't remember much at all? I bet you have, and it feels terrible, doesn't it? You blame yourself. Maybe my memory is bad, maybe I'm just not good at languages. But the truth is, that's not the problem. Research shows our brain works like a muscle. If you lift weights nonstop for 2 hours, your muscles don't grow. They get tired and weak. The brain is the same. It needs rest cycles to recover. That's why the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes study, 5 minutes break, was created. But today, I want you to try an upgrade. Plans, study 20 minutes. Rest 3 minutes. During those 3 minutes, instead of scrolling your phone, recall one short phrase you just learned. For example, you just learned "that makes sense." Tron, stand up, grab some water, and as you turn on the faucet, whisper, "that makes sense." Simple as that. But your brain will stamp that knowledge instantly. Mini exercise. Write down 3 simple sentences you learned today. Stick them on notes. Each break, read one out loud. You'll be surprised. Just 15 minutes like this can be more effective than an hour of sitting still. Tip 2. Mix and match. Keep your brain awake. Have you ever felt this? You sit down to study English, doing just one thing, only reading. After a while, your eyes get heavy, the letters blur, and all you want to do is close the book. Trust me, you're not lazy. That's just how the brain reacts when it's fed the same type of input nonstop. Our brain loves variety, like eating the same food every day. Even if it's delicious, you'll get sick of it. The key: mix different activities in one session. But don't misunderstand. I'm not telling you to do 5 things at once. Just switch it up lightly to keep interest alive. For example, start by listening to a short story. I went to the park yesterday. I met my friend. We played soccer. Then write it again, but change some details. I went to the market yesterday. I bought some oranges. They were sweet. Finally, read your version out loud as if telling someone. In just 5 minutes, you've touched listening, writing, and speaking. Your brain is more alert and the lesson feels much more fun, not dry. Mini exercise. Next time you study, don't just read or just listen. Try mix and match. Runs, listen to 2 short sentences. Write them again with new details. Read your version out loud. In just a few minutes, you'll turn a boring study session into a lively experience. And that's how you keep moving forward instead of giving up. Tip 3. Teach back. Make knowledge your own. Let me ask you this. How do you know if you truly understand something? Not because you can copy it, not because you nod when someone explains it, but because you can explain it to someone else, simply and clearly. Now pause a moment and imagine. A friend texts you, "Hey, how do you use 'I'm going to' in English?" If you can reply right away, "Oh, that's easy." When you talk about a future plan, you use "I'm going to." For example, "I'm going to travel next summer." Then congratulations. You don't just understand it, you own it. This is the power of teach back. When you teach, your brain has to reorganize information, find examples, and put it into your own words. That's when English really sinks into memory. Mini exercise. Pick one structure you learned today. Example, I'm going to pretend you're the teacher. Stand in front of a mirror or record yourself and say, "Hey, let me show you." When you want to talk about a plan, use "I'm going to." Example, I'm going to call my mom tonight. That's it. But when you teach, you stop being a passive learner. You become a communicator, and your brain says, "Okay, this is important, save it." This is the turning point where your patience shifts from just listening to "I actually want to try this right now." Tip 4. Review before sleep. The secret trick of memory. Have you ever gone to bed, lights off, and your mind keeps replaying things from the day? Maybe a comment someone made, maybe a song you heard at a cafe, and strangely, the next morning you still remember it clearly. That's because when we sleep, the brain doesn't shut down. It quietly organizes memories, like a librarian carefully putting books on shelves. So if you whisper a few things to your brain before sleep, they'll show up crystal clear in the morning. How to do it? Before bed, pick just 3 short phrases. Example, "No worries, I'm in." Sounds good. Read them once out loud, close your eyes, and imagine real situations. Friends invite you to eat. Row, you smile. I'm in. Someone thanks you. Row, you say, "No worries." A good idea comes up. You nod. Sounds good. That's all. No desk, no notebook. Just a few seconds before sleep. And the next morning, brushing your teeth, you might suddenly mumble, "No worries." That's proof your memory locked it in while you were dreaming. Mini exercise tonight. Pick 3 favorite phrases. Not too many. Whisper them once. Breathe, sleep. Tomorrow morning, check how many you remember. A small, gentle trick, but powerful, like planting a seed before sleep and seeing the sprout in the morning. Tip 5. Micro shadowing. Practice speaking in tiny moments. Think you need 20 quiet minutes, a desk, and a textbook to practice speaking? Nope. In fact, the little moments you thought were useless are golden opportunities. Imagine this: waiting for water to boil in the kitchen, row, instead of scrolling your phone, whisper, "I'm going to the market." Stuck in an elevator full of strangers, instead of staring at the ceiling, whisper in your head, "Sounds good, sounds good." Like you're rapping home. Walking down the street, friends, people might think you're humming, but actually you're muttering, "No worries, I got it." Tip 6. The one focus rule. Choose just one goal. Here's a mistake almost every learner makes. They try to study everything at once. Day 1, 50 new words. Day 2, present perfect tense. Day 3, movies for listening. Day 4, advanced grammar. Result, tired, confused, and no clear progress. Truth is, the brain works best with one spotlight focus. If you shine a flashlight in every direction, the light is weak. Shine it on one spot, it's bright and clear. The rule? Each week, choose one single goal. Just one, no more. Examples? The rule, This week, only focus on present perfect. I have done. I've been there. Next week, only focus on 20 everyday phrases. Sounds good? Got it? Take it easy. The magic? After 1 week, that skill jumps noticeably, like a leap forward. Mini exercise. Right now, write down your English goal for this week. Only one. For example, understand 10 minutes of a simple podcast every day. Stick it somewhere you'll see often, your desk, mirror, or fridge. It's a reminder, stay focused, just one goal. Simple, yes, but it's the foundation for long-term growth. Scatter focus, and you stay stuck. Focus deeply, and progress comes faster than you expect. Tip 7. Gamify. Turn learning into a game. Notice this, we can spend hours gaming or scrolling social media without getting tired, but study English for just 15 minutes and we sigh. Why? Because games give us instant small rewards. Finish a task, row, points. Pass a level, prize. The brain lights up. So why not turn English learning into your own game? Watch one English video, 5 points. Shadow 10 sentences, 10 points. Speak English with a friend for 5 minutes, 20 points. Hit 100 points, reward yourself. Doesn't need to be big. A piece of chocolate, a nice coffee, an episode of your favorite show. And no, this isn't childish. Adults' brains work with rewards too. The only difference is we design our games more cleverly. Mini exercise, make a small point chart for yourself. Each English action, or add points. End of the week, row, total, and reward yourself. Suddenly, studying isn't a duty, but a fun game. Because language learning is a long journey. If it's only pressure, you'll quit. But if every day feels like a new game level, you'll want to keep playing. And that's when English sinks in naturally. Tip N8. Learn in real context. Bring English into daily life. You can repeat a word dozens of times and still forget it in a few days. It's not your memory. It's because the word has no place in your life. It's only on paper, not tied to any real feeling or moment. To remember, put English into real context. When a word is linked with emotions or experiences, the brain holds onto it like a vivid photo. Examples: readable dues, learning delicious. Don't just repeat. Take a bite of cake, close your eyes, and say, "Wow, this cake is delicious." Learning busy, schilder, look at your full schedule. Then say, "I'm so busy today. First, I need to finish my homework. Then I have to call my friend." Or right now, look around you. See a book. Say, "This book is interesting." See your phone. Narrate, say, "My phone is new." Holding coffee. Narrate, "This coffee is hot." Each short sentence becomes a stamp in memory. Mini exercise. Pick 3 objects around you. Make simple English sentences about them. Say them out loud as if explaining to a foreign friend. When you learn in real context, you're not just learning language, you're living with it. That's when English stops being distant and starts feeling natural in daily life. Tip 9. Active listening. Don't just hear, participate. Many learners play podcasts or videos in English, but let them run like background music. Ears hear, but the brain drifts away. Hours pass and nothing sticks. The difference is 2 words. Active listening. It means you participate, not just let it wash over you. Example: Riekste waschen. You hear, "He's running late today." Don't let it pass. Pause, repeat. He's running late today. Add your own. I'm running late too. One small step, but you've turned passive input into active practice. Another way, when listening to news or podcasts, ask yourself, do I agree with this? If it were me, how would I respond? Answer in your head or whisper in English. The key is your brain is reacting, engaging. Mini exercise. After this podcast ends, don't leave right away. Replay one short section. Pause. Repeat. Add your own sentence. In just 3 minutes, you'll notice you remember more by listening less instead of listening more but remembering nothing. This is the final curtain call of the 9 tips. Active listening transforms you from a passive listener into an active participant. And once you participate, English isn't foreign anymore. It becomes part of your voice, your thoughts, your life. My friend, we have now gone through 9 smart ways to learn English. Shorts study, short break, Pomodoro upgrade, mix and match, combine different skills, teach back, teach others to understand deeply, review before sleep, the memory secret, micro shadowing, practice speaking in small moments, one focus rule, one goal at a time, gamify, turn learning into a game. Learn in real contexts, active listening, listen actively, truly engage, but remember, don't try to apply them all at once. Choose one tip that feels right for you and practice it consistently for just 1 week. Only 1 week, and you'll notice a clear difference. You'll remember faster, speak more confidently, and most importantly, you'll start to enjoy English as a fun journey. And here's the last thing I want you to take away. You don't need to be perfect today. You only need to take one small step every day, because those small steps, when added together, will take you to your goal faster than you think. This is TingTink Channel. If you found this episode helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Which tip will you try this week? I'll read every comment, and maybe in the next episode, I'll pick one to dive into more deeply. See you in the next episode, where we'll go even further and make English a natural part of your daily life. Keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself.